possums. Sorry, I was just checking online to make sure that everything was going and that there was sound and stuff. Sorry about the beginning where I kept flipping between the two countdowns and my face. You didn't need to see that. Seizure warning, I guess. How are you all? I am doing okay. I'm super glad to be here. Super glad that I can carve out this time to do a little bit of art with you, and I'm really happy that you're joining me. Yeah. Oh, this month's prompt, I should say. This month's prompt is hope. I think, given the situation of everything and my own personal situation currently, we could all use a little bit of hope. So that was why I chose this prompt. You don't have to stick with it if you don't want to. You can just create whatever you want, in whatever fashion you want. It doesn't even have to be traditional art. Like you could, I don't know, rearrange your workspace or something. Or, I don't know, create a life plan. That requires some creativity. Hello, Beep and Felonious. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, I think there is a... Oh no, well, I hope Happy has a better time soon. And that they can carve out some time just for themselves to create, because that would be super cool. It's important just to create for the sake of creating. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh, I think there's a donation button. Don't feel that you have to, only if you want to. I have a job. So even though it would be really cool to be able to do this kind of thing full time, don't feel obligated at all. Okay. So I think I'm going to jump straight into creating, I think. I'm just going to transition. That's everything I wanted to say, right? Right? What projects are everyone working on today? I would like to know. I know one of you contacted me, or told me, Tracy, I think it was Tracy. They've got new paints that they want to try out, which is cool. Really like seeing that. There we go. I think that's about the right blue. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. First layer. I know in my mind what I want to create, which is good. But I don't know if I can get away with it. Oh, let's try this. Well, okay. Didn't need that. I'm going to go for sort of a rich brown colour. Let's see if that works. Yeah, that works. Oh, that's going to take forever to paint if I... No, let's change brushes. Oh, nice! Clip Studio? I'm not familiar with Clip Studio. How do you find it? Oh, I like that actually. Let's try that. But like big. Yeah, there we go. That works. Then we're going to... Good enough. Except that could be bigger, I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there we go. Bright yellow. brighter yellow. Will this do what I want it to? Sort of. I mean, whoops. Yeah, it has a basic effect. Okay. No, that's too far now. Nope. Let's try this again. Not really. What do you like? Oh, I like that better. Do I like that better? Do for that layer. Oh no, I'm doing this all wrong. I need another layer. There we go. I'll focus on the sky first. Let's do that. Yes. Oh, by the way, sorry if there's any noise. That's outside of this. My flatmate's watching TV and I guess decided that headphones were for losers. It's a newer drawing program? Like how new? Okay, let's try this again. We've got this, it's fine. I know what I'm doing. She did not, in fact, know what she was doing. Do I like that for clouds? I don't think I do. Let's try this. Is that better for clouds? Yes, actually, that is better for clouds. Okay. Oh, and the layers. Okay. I can handle this. Can I? Do I like that? I don't like that. God damn it. It's so frustrating knowing how you want it to look like and not being able to do it. What about this? Will this work? It would if it was bigger, maybe. Do I like it? Not really. Can I work with it? Maybe. Make it bigger. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to work with this and just layer. See if the layers do anything for me. And if not, I can just delete it. That's the beauty of digital art. Okay, it's quite stormy at the end there. Maybe I should have worked from a from a reference. Because I can see it in my head. I don't know that I can translate it. Okay, and then we're going to go round brush. We're going to change that quite dark. Oh, round brush should not be so small. There we go. I don't like that at all. Maybe I'll go back to the watercolour for that. Okay. For short animations, you use paint to lucite. I've not heard of any of these until you found out. Ooh! I shall have to check it out. Although I'm not much good at Photoshop. Yeah, the watercolour works better for this, I think. Maybe I'll do the whole thing like it's a watercolour. Maybe yes and maybe no. I do like that effect. Watercolour is actually something I really want to get into. Like proper watercolour. With actual proper paints. Hopefully there'll be space enough for a studio in my new place. When I find it, and hopefully I'll be able to sit down and do some stuff of an evening. There we go. Right. No. Too much highlight, and we're going to, because it looks a little bit like clouds, right? Did I lose my pen? Ugh. I lost my pen. Pen. 1 second. I keep forgetting I have that fireplace back. It's good that I thought of having something in the background for when stuff goes wrong. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I have my pen back. Yeah, we do. And I just lost it again. Oh, there we go. Apparently I was holding it wrong. I can't do straight. What is happening? Oh, this is annoying. Yeah. Although I do have like a traveling easel that I can just like easily stick in. I think I have my oils in there right now. There we go. No, my pen is still not working. It's at 100%. I charged it last night. There we go. Now we have a pen. Okay. There we go. All right. Alright, we're good. You know, I realise just now that I haven't yet poured my coffee. I should get on that. So I like to add cinnamon to my coffee while it's steeping. You get this really beautiful cinnamon coffee that's absolutely delicious. Life hack. Also, hello, Tracy. I don't think I greeted you yet. How are you? Oh, that is good. This bit's all going to be covered, I think, so I'm not sure. Did I just lose my pen again? What is... No, it's just a little delayed. Okay. There we go, caught up now. Okay, we're going to go lighter still. Although I think I should be doing this the exact opposite way if I was actually working with watercolors. Who knows? I sure as hell don't. I'll make that slightly bigger actually. Is it just me? Does this look rather pink? I'll go into some blue. Is that better? Oh, it still looks pink comparatively. There we go, that's better. Sort of. Meh, it'll do. Story of my life. Meh, it'll do. Okay, go back to that. I don't think this looks like clouds anymore. Oh well. It'll do. No, will it? No. I want to change everything about this. Why? Okay, too many layers maybe. Okay. do I? There we go. No, that's not what I wanted. We're doing this one. Or this one, actually. Let's try again. Oh, come on, pen. This is frustrating. I did charge it. It's at 100%. I promise. Oh, no. Is it because the weather's a bit crummy that you didn't get your proper walk? Ah, itchiness. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh God, I hope not. Oh, well, now that I've undone it. See, it works fine immediately after plugging it in. And then just stops. Oh, too slippery. I can imagine. There we go. See, now it's working. And there it stops. And there it stops. And there it stops. And there it stops. Ah, that's annoying. Okay, I'll go a bit lighter. Okay. Too big? Maybe. What happens if I try a different brush then? And it has stopped. No, thank you. What if I do that? That's not so bad. Okay. Honestly, I think it's my iPad. After seeing that. Hello? That's annoying. It still doesn't look how I want it to. I am the sad. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Maybe it's a sign I should try old school painting. You know, if I did that, none of you would be able to see what I was doing at all. Whoops. Oh, look. At this whole thing that I did not see. Oops. Oops. Let's fix that. Yeah, I do want to eventually, like, move into more old school live streams. Like, old school live streams. Old school painting on my live streams. But I don't have the camera set up for it. I don't have a camera, really, at all, except on my iPhone. And don't really have the space set up for it. I would need, I don't know, my own place, for starters. To get a proper setup without disrupting literally everything. But it would be nice. I would like a proper studio. I would love to be able to do this more often. I mean, that doesn't look so bad, right? I always hate it when I start off. I always find that I do it wrong. It's not good enough. It doesn't look how I wanted it to. Idea. Oh, I mean, why didn't I think of that earlier? Whoops. That's not right. But that's a thing that clouds do sometimes. They have this little flat bit at the bottom. Did I overdo it? Probably. Here, juice this. A little larger maybe. Well, now it looks like a cartoon. Dislike. Fuck it, good enough. Oh gosh. Okay, so now we go to the second layer, and that's where I want to put in the ground. You know what? What acrylic will do? I'm gonna go. I wanted brown, right? very red-brown. Bring that back a little. Maybe a little higher. Hide some of that cloud. Actually, some of that cloud should come down further then. Let me change the layer. I mean, could be worse, but it's still not right. Ah, it's annoying me. Oops. I want that to be dark. Is that better? Whatevs. Okay. It's so weird looking it up on the screen to make sure that you can see what I'm doing. If I was advising someone else of life choices, I wouldn't. Nobody should take advice from me on life choices. Oops. That should be this layer. Okay. No. Although that's a cool effect. Okay. How do I get from that to what I want? I'm going to leave that layer for now. Whoops, nope. Maximum number of layers reached. Okay, well. Why is that a group? And how did I do that? Huh. Okay. I will need a reference for this next part because it's going to involve anatomy, and I am not very good at drawing skulls from memory. Oh, sorry. Oh, there are a lot of really good skulls here. Which one do I choose? So many options. one works. Do we have it at a... Oh. That one also works. Okay, well... We're going to do it in blue. It's going to be super small, and it's not going to be that. It's going to be this. Because this is going to be my reference layer for the painting that's going to go underneath. I am not. Excuse you? We are we. Thank you. I am not good at this. Okay, we have the cranium. Close enough. And the nose is actually out slightly. What is that? Me. It comes out. And excuse you. Also excuse you. Comes out. Nope. Wrong. And then it does it. And flares out. Not quite. It looks like a piece is broken off there. Nope. Fuck it, good enough. And then we have the teeth coming out this way. This skull, by the way, this is the skull of a Roman gladiator. Has the straightest teeth. Is it weird that I am jealous? God damn it. Oh, I'm so bad at drawing skulls. Alright. Let's try this again. Maybe start from the teeth. Maybe that'll help. Teeth go up this way. Followed by cheekbone. Followed by eye socket. Followed by rest of cranium. I'm gonna go with it for now. Okay, so the eye socket comes up. Oop. And you know, it might help if I zoomed in. It's up and around comes up. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. We have the nose bridge here-ish. Oh, I covered over the chat. So if anybody was talking to me, You tend to draw a mushroom with teeth. Yeah. I mean, that's a really good way to draw a skull, to be honest. The nose comes over the eye socket. Oh, my god, skulls. This entire 2 hours is just going to be me trying to draw this damn skull. What were you doing, sir? No, that needs to be around a bit more. It looks sort of like the nose. We'll leave it for now. This skull looks worried. I suppose I would too if I was a gladiator. Okay, and then we have shoop. Here. Eye sockets, when you think about it, are huge. No, not quite. It's quite a bit flatter on the side than I've drawn it. More like that. Sort of. Not quite. Around here more, maybe. Actually, that's a little closer. Okay. 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 We have the top of the bone. This comes to around like here. Underneath the eye to about here. Before there's a bone that comes down this way. That's actually wrong angle. Should be more down this way. God. Oh, dear me. All right, so eye socket on the other side. We can do this, it's fine. And this one, because of perspective, appears much smaller, but it is going to make my skull look very lopsided. Also, this should be a little straighter. A bit more like that. Coffee and creativity. Watch Sonia struggle. Actually, whoops, wrong button. That's kind of where the shadow, nope, the top of the nose is where the shadow kind of, it'll have to do. Okay, then we have the brow bone, which is different. There's so many actual lines in a skull that I just didn't think about before. This bone comes around here. It sort of creates that. This line also comes down, actually past. And into the cheekbone, which comes up this way. This is the actual cheekbone. Except, whoops, I've made this skull very flat. It looks like an orangutan skull now. Oh no. There we go. Oh, we can make that bigger. Okay. Oh, I know why. I know why. I don't know why, but I have a hunch. I think it's because this is supposed to... This is supposed to come out slightly more. Ish. And then sort of dip in. Then out into the cheekbone. And then around, but the teeth sort of start up here. And they curve around. How do people draw skulls? How can they do it? How? How? It's a sham, I tell you, a sham. This line comes up and out. And this way. It looks like a Jawa helmet. I cry. Okay, I'm not giving him his lower mandible, so that might be easier to manage. So we're just gonna draw the basic line of teeth. I'm not so worried. Oh, it comes down and then up. That's interesting. And then kind of underneath the eye. And then sort of across, where it joins the mandible, sort of roughly here, but since we're not doing the mandible, I'm just going to... This needs to be much shorter. Much shorter. And that's closer to it. The teeth are out this way, and then the teeth end, and then we go up. I have an approximation of a skull. Okay. Maybe it'll look better when I start adding color or something. And this goes in here, and then there's a little dip, but it's still mostly bone. And this is where the jaw would move in. This eye is bugging me. Oh my god. There, now matches the other one slightly more. Yeah, no, maybe, so we'll see. We'll see when I start adding colour and layers and shite. Okay. This dude has great teeth. So jealous of his teeth. And this. And that one goes that way. And this one is... I was so jealous, I drew it crooked. This one is thinner. And why is it taller, Sonia? Because you cannot draw skulls. Okay. Better. And this one is thicker. And this one is... I did draw it quite flat. All right, I'll fix. We'll fix it in post. It's fine. And then, excuse you? Thank you. And this one comes off to the side a bit like this. And this one comes straight down. Oh no, that one's a wisdom tooth, so it's a bit wider. Or a what the hell do you call the big teeth at the back of your mouth? Not a wisdom tooth. It's the one that does all the crushing. It's one of those teeth. Well, maybe I didn't draw this. Too big. And then that's another tooth in the back there. But it should go. The teeth line at least should go up and around. And then dip. No, still wrong. Molars! Crunch boys. I like crunch boys better than molars. But since that tooth is sticking out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it in this way a little bit. Let's see if that makes it any more believable. See, now this should also come down and up. Squishes. No, I like Crunch Boys better. Yeah, Molar is correct. But they're forever being called Crunch Boys now. Oh, it looks so wrong. It looks so wrong. It looks so wrong. I don't know why it doesn't erase properly the first time. Because the cheekbone should come around like this. So actually it should start going up here. Should it? Let's check. Does that look any better than it did before? Or is it still just as bad? It does look a little better. Okay, we're going with that then. Whoops. So you, Crunch Boy, go here. And then there's a little one. And then there's the one that sticks out weirdly. Ooh. Improvement. that makes this wrong. There should be out here a little more, maybe. You know what? I'm just gonna go with it. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine, but it's fine. Yeah, okay, I'm going to have to. I don't know how I created that group, and I don't know how to. Oh, hello. Fixed. All right, now let's pick a good skull color. Good base skull color. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Whoops. I can draw in the lines, guys. I can color. It's fine. God damn it. Oh, for God's sake, me. Okay, I got that part. You know what I could do is I could just, erase that. That would be a wiser course of action instead of redoing it all the damn time. He gets a slightly bigger brain, I guess. Okay, now we color this in. It works. Ish. We're going to slightly more yellow, I think. And start attacking some of the highlights. Should I do lowlights first? Maybe I should do some of the shading before I go into highlights. Ow, that was my back, which is cracked. Not that you probably heard it, but I felt it. A scar, if you will. No! Well, I see you come by it honestly, though, judging from my interactions with the rent. Oh no, I lost it again. Come back! Pen! This is frustrating. But at least you get a nice fireplace. Oh, come on. That usually works. Pen. That's vaguely ominous. No, pen, but work, please. Pen. Let's try this again. So, how's everybody's art going? Mine is slightly frustrating. Thanks, Apple. Whoops. Oh, it worked just 2 seconds ago. Ah! We got something. Ay, ay, ay. We were doing so well, Pen. What happened? Okay, it's working now. If I plug it in, is it still working? Yes. Okay, good. I should make that smaller, actually, because there are a lot of fine lines in this that I didn't realize the nasal passages were so wibbly wobbly. Excuse you, I did not ask that. Thank you. Okay, and then we have a line down here. And it's kind of gradient from there, so I'm going to do this for now and worry about the smudging later. You'll find up here, and that is also gradient stuff, so whoops. Worry about that later. And then we have in the eye socket. Correct. Followed by this. My iPad is doing funny things. I'm going to go slightly smaller because this should be dark, but there is a line thingy in the eye, like right there. Dude, you look so worried. You're dead, there's nothing left to worry about. And then all of these need some shading, but don't worry about that much later. You will also be in the shade. And this, that's interesting. So here, and then also kind of here. And then this thing. So I'm just going to do like a little line here to indicate that this should have like a little whoop in it as it goes over. That, by the way, is the technical term. It's a whoop. This will be much darker because I want to have the light come down this way. But for now, I'll leave it as is. And this whole thing is a thing. And then there's a dark bit in here that comes down. This is slightly dark, but it goes up that way. I don't know if I'm doing any of this right. It feels so weird. I envy people who control scrolls well. That needs to be smaller. There we go. Quick check of the time. Yeah, we're doing okay. This one is another one, like all of my art pieces that I attempt, that's going to it's going to be finished after the fact. I fully expect that to be the case for most of you as well. So if you want to share it after the stream is done and after you've done your artwork, it doesn't have to be finished today, obviously. You can share it on our Reddit group, which is r/coffee_ and I think it's spelled out AND_creativity. Or you can share it on Twitter with the hashtag CNCHope. Yeah, or like Instagram. I think you can tag me on Instagram. It's just at smcarrier if you are on Instagram. Use the same hashtag though, because I might check that. Okay. Well. It has the beginnings of a skull. Okay. Not the worst. Not the worst. Not the best. Not the worst. We're going to start blending this out, I hope. Are we? Oh, I'm an idiot. Now we're going to start blending this out. There we go. God damn. You could spend forever just trying to get one eye socket correct. There's a depressing thought. Well, actually not that depressing, because, I mean, time creating is never time wasted, no matter what people try and tell you. And I have to keep reminding myself I am the worst for this, but it doesn't have to be quote-unquote good to be considered decent art. Like, art for art's sake is still art. You don't have to sell it. It doesn't have to be a side hustle. You can just do it just for you. And I think everybody should, whether it's any creative endeavor, right? Writing, acting, if that's your thing, like join an amateur theatre group and just have fun on stage. I quite liked acting back when I did it, except I would get terrible stage fright, like awful stage fright. Once I was on stage, it was fine. Never had an issue. Because I became someone else, and it didn't matter. If the audience didn't like me, it was hopefully not because I was a bad actor, but because the character I was playing was atrocious. You know? I really liked it, except for the stage fright thing. And it was never something I wanted to pursue. This is wrong. There we go. Professionally. It was just something I did because it was fun. And I have to tell you, the theatre community is awesome. I really, genuinely, weirdly, miss rehearsals a lot. There was a lot of standing around and waiting for things to get done in rehearsal. But, I mean, we would all, like, gather backstage and play cards. And you would make these awesome friendships that usually only lasted as long as the production. So there was no pressure there. And it was just heaps fun. And I did it because it was fun and for no other reason. And I think we lost some of that along the way. And it's kind of sad. You should just create, just because. I actually thought about joining an amateur group once I settled here. But could never find the time. It's tough. Like, I work 40 hours a week. So, I mean, I'm not available for rehearsals a lot. I have another job where I teach martial arts, so that would bite into rehearsal time quite a bit, seeing as how for amateur theatre, everybody works. The expectation is you show up on the weekend for rehearsals, which I couldn't do because I'm working. So yeah, making time was tough. I lost my pen again. Back to the fireplace, guys. Look at me giving advice. I mean, is it though? Is it? Telling people that art is worth creating even if it doesn't make you money, is that advice? Okay. I mean, that said, if people are making art their livelihood, I think we should pay for it. Because it adds value to our lives, even if people are trying to convince you it doesn't. I mean, we saw that in the lockdown, right? Every time you were distressed or needed some comfort, you turned to movies or books. That is valuable and super important, and we should totally be helping people who do that for us live. A decent wage would be great start for people who create art. Oh, I stopped paying attention to what I'm actually supposed to be. You know what? References are references for a reason. It doesn't have to be the exact same thing, right? Right? She asks hopefully. Right? guys, right? How's that looking? Can't tell with that layer. I mean, it could be a lot worse. I'm not mad at that. Woohoo. Feeling slightly vindicated right now. And then you are very dark. I'm gonna make that a little bit bigger and save myself some time. Jeez me. Get my act together. Wisdom question mark. Oh, oh dear. The human race is in trouble if I am considered wise. Oh, whoops. Still whoops, but fixable whoops. There we go. I mean, I really am not mad at this. Okay, so the light is going to be coming down this way, so that means the cheekbone is going to be super dark underneath. And then also, there's going to be super dark along the nose. And in here, because that's quite down, deep, down, dark, down, deep, down, dark, down, whatever. I know what I meant. It's in a crevice. How do I make that obvious that it's the nose part? Guess that. I'll fix it with more layering. It's fine. It's fine. have a cramp in my hand. You can't see what I'm doing. Damn it. That's what I'm doing. It's weird being zoomed in this much. Oh, I need a coffee refill. My coffee has gone quite cold. Okay. This is also quite dark. I don't know. In here. Actually, make that a little thicker so it'll be easier. And then down here, the cheekbone is really odd. It comes down and then back up. The skull is very tired, guys. That's what it looks like. Bags under the eyes. Ooh, something exciting is happening on the TV program. Okay, this goes down here. Maybe I shouldn't have tried this one. Because that looks a little weird to me. Okay. I'll fix it in post. It's fine. It's fine. Story of my life. It's fine. You know, I've made the socket look like it's bulging, I think. Let's fix that slightly. There, that's better. dislike what I did here. No, bad. Bad me. Well, getting there, I guess. When I add in the light source, it's gonna ruin everything because I don't know what I'm doing. But on the bright side, I can delete. I can undo. Whoops. This eye looks so worried. It's okay, buddy. You've nothing to worry about. You don't even have to pay taxes anymore. Eh? Not so bad. That's just my watch telling me I can eat now. Thanks, watch. Oops. Too much outside the lines. I should have music playing. Feel free to, instead of just listening to me carry on. Whoops. I can't do it on stream, obviously, because copyright, etc. But yeah, plug in your headphones, listen to some music. Musicians, also people who should be paid what they're worth. Please and thanks. Okay, well, not terrible, but now, because of light, this should be much darker, all the way down actually, and into here. Okay, so now let's start addressing some of the more subtle structures. There's a little. Yep. There's a little dip apparently in the bone, just here. Goes under the rest of the eye socket to about here. So that is all shadow. Because of eye socket. There we go. This is also shadow, already been addressed, but we should extend it that comes down into the bridge of the nose, which is there-ish. Nope, that's not going to work. Nope. Yep. This is also shadow. Well, that's too dark of a shadow. I'm just doing this color right now, me. But the light will hit the rim of the socket. A bit like that. There's actually, whoops, went too far. Actually, a bone that seems to come down here a little. Yes. And the bridge of the nose is worth marking on. Because it comes up around this part of the eye socket. And if the light is hitting here, then all of this will be quite shaded. This is a little high. Bring it back down to this level, so about here. There we go. Forgot this was all on the same level. Same layer, so we're just gonna do this. For now. I haven't added highlights yet, so that might be why this is looking a bit weird to me. Ooh! Either or. Twitter or Discord is fine. Yeah. I'd love to hear about it. Because arting is important. Creating is important. Doing stuff for the sake of doing stuff is important. And yeah, actually, I might be able to jump onto yours and use it to help me finish my my projects here. Because again, I chose to do this because carving time out for myself to do the stuff I love, like art, was getting very, very tricky. And I figured if I live stream it, then I'll have a very good reason to make sure I carve out the time and do the thing. So yeah, if you host yours, that'll be another weekend I can carve out. Somehow, for some reason, doing stuff for myself is incredibly difficult. But if I feel like I'm doing it for someone else, then I can do it. Not that much of an issue. Okay, so in the reference, it's nowhere near as defined as I'm making it here. I'm going to try and smooth out the edges. See if that helps. Oops. Thank God for the undo button. I mean... Yeah, I don't know why that is. I don't know why it's so difficult for me just to do things for myself. Apparently it is. Now it looks like I'm just doing drag on a skull. Ugh, it's fine, everything's fine. It's gonna work out just fine. Twitch. You haven't added the highlights, Sonia. Don't stress. Whoop. No, I wanted to... Well, whatevs. If I knew more about art, maybe I'd start teaching online. I'm afraid I don't. I just kind of... I know basic color theory. You know, yellow and blue makes green, that kind of thing. But when it comes to like the intricacies of making art, I have no clue. This is also nose. So nose should be defined. Oh my lord, wrong one. I mean, it kind of looks like a skull. Kinda. Could be better. I feel like it kind of looks like Darth Vader. I don't know how I feel about this. Oh, there we go. this eye. This eye looks like Darth Vader. This eye, it's not quite right. I think what I'm going to do is extend it so it butts up more against the nose. And fix the nose. Better-ish. This one is also not correct. Okay, yes. I feel like it should come down more, right? Like it should be slightly more square. Oh, you square. Is that better? Well, it looks more like Darth Vader. God damn. Fucking I'm rolling with it. It's Darth Vader's skull. Darth Vader after he put on the suit and sort of morphed into the suit, I guess. Okay. Very nearly dropped my pen. That might have spelled disaster, given how it's been behaving of late. Pen. Alright, so I'm going to attempt to shade the rest of this. Maybe it'll end up looking better. And no, I'll need to zoom in for that one. So we're just going to leave that as is. We have some dimension-ish. At least for this part of the skull, anyway. That's slightly bigger. Oh yeah, one of the things I have to do is put in the sutures. I'll figure that later. And also, there are all sorts of cracks and bumps and stuff in the skull. All these textures that I'm not getting because, for some reason, I always favor like the smoother brushes. And also, for some reason, I just can't seem to leave well enough alone when there are textures. I'm like, no, that needs to be smooth in my brain. And then I do it and it never looks right because nothing in the world is smooth like that. So maybe later, after this stream, I'm going to play around with some textured brushes and see what that does for the look of this. And we're going to go darker here. Oh dear. I think in order to do that, I'm going to turn that off slightly. I'm going to turn that off slightly, she says, turning it off all the way so I can see what I am doing. Because that should be dark. I think this does deserve some true black. Whoop. Oh. There we go, that's what I wanted. How does it look with everything in? I mean, not really the worst. Could be better, could be worse. Yeah, my skull is lovely. Thanks, genetics. Alright, let's see what we can do about making these teeth look like proper teeth. Well, for starters, they're quite a bit whiter than the rest of the skull. So I'm going to be highlighting these ones first. But it looks like I'm going to actually need this, because this should be a bit more like that. Yeah, okay. I'm going to keep you nice and small because we have... Oh, hey! Okay. Sort of covers how that's supposed to go. Okay, I can add highlights to those, that's fine. I'm gonna go these color first. This one has a little dip in it. I'm super tidy, guys. Look at that. It's fine. Fix it in post. I have to fix the shape of these teeth anyway. Okay, I'm going to go here, but we're going to lighten it quite a bit. These teeth are in good nick, Roman gladiator. You brushed. Yep, super tidy. I'm doing really well. I'm also trying to be cognizant. Wow, words are hard. Oh, bye, Tracy. See you next month. Oh, yes, also on Twitter. Thanks for joining me. We're almost done. No, let me at least get this teeth. Listen, I'm a writer. I know how to word. So, clearly, this teeth is correct. Holy crap me. I need to get these teeth done properly. Not terrible. Alrighty. Let's fix. That's too small. There we go. Correct size. Didn't mean to do that. If you're wondering why the fuzzy edges, it's because I have an eraser function on here and I'm cheating a little. I'm going to use the eraser function to sharpen those edges. it's time to go. Just got the alarm. I don't wanna. Oh, it's so fun arting. Suppose I should. I have chores to do. I should eat breakfast. Laundry won't do itself, I guess. Alright, that's enough. I should stop. I don't want to stop, but I should stop. Alright, I will post the finished version of this. On my Discord for those who are there, on Reddit in the group. I don't like those clouds now. I'm going to have to fix those clouds. And on Twitter and probably Instagram. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining me. Yes, exactly. Wording good. I'm very good at wording. 2 hours is short for arting, but unfortunately, that's pretty much all I've got. Though I will be working on this periodically throughout the month. It should be up by the end of the month. If I finish it sooner, maybe I'll post it sooner. We shall see. We shall see. Yours. Please share with me your creations. I absolutely love seeing them. And I will see you next month. I don't have a prompt for next month yet because it's a month away and I haven't thought of one. So... Oh, yes, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you for joining me, guys. You were all wonderful, keeping me company while I muddled my way through this attempt at a skull. And yes, 2 hours is better than 0 hours. Thank you so much for joining me. Like and subscribe or whatever YouTubers are supposed to say. And I shall see you next month. Thank you. Bye. You're wonderful. I have to press the stop streaming button. End broadcast. There we go.